I'm going to be using off and on for a while thoughts from Reverend Eric Butterworth's Spiritual Economics, the prosperity process. The kind of prosperity that Unity teaches is the abundance of all things, the oneness of all things. The prosperity teaching over many decades, New Thought has been teaching prosperity as wholeness, as oneness, as that completeness in our messages since the founding of New Thought over 100 years ago. And oftentimes that teaching has been co-opted into prosperity as material things. And there's nothing wrong with material things. Material things are wonderful. But it's so much more than that. Prosperity is a state of consciousness. Prosperity is a state of well-being. Prosperity is the concept that through the presence and power, the oneness of God, that there is no separation. And if God, or whatever you call God, is truly good, then how could there be anything but universal well-being? It is human nature that gets in the way. We forget that we are one with God, that we are one with Source, that we are separated. We start to believe that we are these individual little bodies walking around, and we become afraid, and we start to panic a little bit sometimes. Now, I'm not saying we all do that. I know that this is an enlightened group of amazing people that never go into those egoic behaviors, ever, ever. We forget that there is a higher calling, that there is a higher peace. A P-I-E-C-E, but also P-E-A-C-E. The universe is interconnected. The Pando Grove. I have used this illustration before. If you're not familiar with it, the Pando Grove was discovered by ecologist Burton Barnes. It's Utah's famous Pando Grove, aspen trees. And you know, this is 47, it spans about 106 acres. It is 47,000 quaking aspens. And they look like individual trees. But they are not individual trees. It is one organism. One organism. It is said that this is the heaviest and oldest organism on the earth. Has anybody been there to see this? Have you driven through it, by it? I can tell you, living as long as I did in Colorado, I would drive the highway between Estes Park and Netherland to drive that span where I could see in the fall the amazing aspen stands, and it is enthralling. It is inspiring to stop by the side of the road and see these amazing trees. One ecosystem. One massive root system communicating with itself. The older trees taking care of the newer trees. This is who we are. This is a grove, a tremendous, amazing, huge grove of trees, but it is also who we are. And then we have the mycelium network that is likened unto this, that underground network that the mushrooms, the fungi, fun guys. I kind of like to call them fun guys because, you know, we all like to have fun. But the mycelium network is vast. It's often called the wood wide web. Isn't that great? It connects the root systems of different plants and trees, acting as nature's underground internet to share nutrients, water, and chemical warning signals. It's also a warning system. Again, this is who we are. It's who we are. Everything is interconnected. Everything, everyone is interconnected. We are not a single body. Again, we tend to forget that, but it is not true. We are one. We're all part of this abundant process in the world. And there is more abundance in the world than what we can even imagine. And I have to give a little bit of credit here to my grandson. What do you call a large group of ballerinas? A bun dance. Oh. He laughed at himself so hard when he came up with that. We were talking about my talk. He wanted to know what I was talking about today. I was like, oh my God. Abundance. It doesn't only come in hair buns. It is throughout the world. Interconnected in all things. Mike Todd, who was a theatrical director in one of, talk about abundance, one of Elizabeth Taylor's husbands. I think she had about 9 of them. She knew how to work abundance. But Mike Todd is known to say, I've never been poor, only broke. Being poor is a frame of mind. Being broke is only a temporary situation. I've never been poor, only broke. Wealth means well-being. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, says, when we establish ourselves in the consciousness of God, the whole universe moves to flow into us with its abundance of life and substance. And the word universe comes from the Latin word universus, which is a mixture of the words turned and one. So it literally means turned into one. The universe is not just this vast, open, I mean, can we even call it sky? It's so much more than that, right? I mean, oh my gosh. But one. Eric Butterworth says in his thoughts and his teaching that you can interchange the word God and universe. They're interchangeable. Whatever it is that you may call God, that is just a word. We cannot put a real word on what that amazing piece is. We just come to know and feel that it is. When we become still, when we become quiet, when we are in the midst of seeing something amazing. Again, I'll quote my grandson from 20 years ago. While I was still in Colorado, and he was there with me, and we were at a park that looks out in Longmont, Colorado, and out before us was this amazing lake, and then you could see the Rocky Mountains, and I was swinging him on this swing. Higher and higher. He wanted to keep going higher and higher, and he went, oh, Grandma. Oh, Grandma. because he saw and felt the vastness of where we were geographically, but he also felt that beauty and abundance of where we were in spirit. Haven't you had those moments that just take your breath away? Abundance in all things. Anytime that you begin to become afraid, for whatever reason, to turn your heart within and remember, one presence, one power. I am one. With that one presence, one power, no separation. John Muir. The sun shines not on us, but in us. The rivers flow not past, but through us. Someone who spent months and years out in nature, feeling that vastness, feeling that interconnectedness. Everything belongs, everything participates, everything is alive with divine presence. The sun does not shine on us, but in us. Unity's first principle: there is one presence and one power, active as God, everywhere present. If there is only one presence, then there can be no place where God is absent. No place where divine life runs out. Hear that, feel that sentence. No place where divine life runs out. No place where love ceases. No place where abundance stops. Everything begins there. One presence, one power. So you have going on in your life, whatever it is you have going on in your life. It is so very important for us to remember this principle when we fall out of principle, to very quietly and gently bring ourselves back to it. And remember that we are part of a mass consciousness. Again, we are not individual beings. We are connected with everyone. Therefore, a couple of things may be going on when you start to feel fear, when you start to feel lack or experience lack in any way, whether it be in your money, whether it be in your health, whether it be in your joy. First of all, become quiet and still and feel within and ask, is this mine? Or am I picking up on a message from somewhere in the universe, from someone in the universe? Maybe you have tied in to someone else's fear. And there certainly is a lot of that going on these days. So we have to be very careful and very diligent to protect our energy field. One, so that we're not infecting others with our fear. And two, so that we can notice other people's fear, but not allow it to bring us down. But let it be a flag. Let it be a pop-up message that says, love is needed somewhere on the other side of the planet. Love is needed somewhere in my house or in my community. Stop and ask yourself, like we do in meditation every week, where is guidance telling you that your love and light is required at this moment? You are part of that abundant universe. We have a responsibility, if we choose, to show up. Unity's second principle teaches that our divine nature is inherently good. If we are expressions of God, then abundance isn't foreign to us. It is native to our soul. It belongs to our spiritual DNA. We are not outsiders trying to get into God's kingdom. We are already there. We are already there. We just simply forget. Who you are is good. Who you are is loving, kind, compassionate, generous. And our third principle, our thoughts help shape our experience, not through magic, not because we ignore reality. You know I'm a big one on this, of not ignoring the pain that is going on in the moment. You have to acknowledge the pain, see where it's coming from, and go get a Band-Aid if it's needed. We take care of it. And we do our spiritual mind treatment with it as well. But because consciousness determines what channels we open, everything is consciousness. And it is part of that interconnected network. Prosperity is about circulation. The healthiest heart keeps giving. The healthiest lungs keep breathing. The healthiest forests keep sharing. Life itself is generous. When we align ourselves with life, we naturally become generous by just simply connecting. What is that statement that is often said, that the universe is actually a cooperating universe? It's not a competitive universe. It's human beings that make it competitive. Life itself is cooperative. So the truth about abundance, it is not merely what we possess, it is who we are. There is enough. I am enough. You are enough. God is more than enough. And so it is.